I don't know why people keep going into this man courtroom and playing games. He's strict, but he's fair.
All right. Good morning, Miss Gill.
Morning, Your Honor.
I wanted to bring you out because we're talking about you, and it's only fair that you get to hear what's transpiring since these are your cases.
Yes, sir.
I want you to know, I don't know anything about your case. All I know is that you've now, as of 3/26, yesterday, you picked up a failure to stop and give information. What happened? Or, well, hold on. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Okay. Good.
On March 25th, 2025, officers were dispatched to 15357.
Oh, this recent. This is today the 28th, so this still happened on the 25th. Jeez, they posting these quick.
Wallaceville Road in Tarrant County, Texas, regarding an FHDI call. Upon arrival, the officer spoke with the complainant, who stated that she followed the defendant after the defendant's vehicle hit her twice and failed to stop and give information. The complainant stated that she was driving southbound on the Sam Houston Parkway, and the defendant failed to drive in her lane and sideswiped her, causing the vehicle damage to the right side panel of the defendant's vehicle. The complainant stated that she blew her horn several times for the defendant to stop, and the defendant refused. The complainant followed for approximately 3 miles to 15242 Wallaceville Road, and the complainant and the defendant exited their vehicle, and the complainant told the defendant that she hit her vehicle and needed insurance information. The defendant then told the complainant no, and that she was getting something to eat. The defendant went inside the business, exited, and then entered her vehicle and attempted to drive away. The complainant blew her horn several times to get the defendant to stop and told her the police were coming, but the defendant ignored the complainant. The defendant then began to put her vehicle in reverse and proceed backwards, hitting the complainant's vehicle a second time. The
So
complainant,
are you telling me that now it was intentional?
the complainant moved her vehicle to
See,
avoid being hit and followed the defendant. The complainant flagged the police down to identify the defendant as the person who struck her vehicle. The estimated damage from the complainant was around $4,000, and the defendant stated she didn't stop because she was hungry and colored.
And what?
Colored.
Color.
Yes, Your Honor.
what? What? I swear, some people just be saying anything. Like, what does that even mean? They.
Can you look up to see if she has a valid Texas driver license?
Yes.
Ms. Gill, I'm going to find that there is sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Not only are you on a felony probation for assault of a peace officer, not only are you on felony probation for injury to a child under 15,
What? Oh my God.
but you pick up, after both of those, an evading arrest in a motor vehicle, and now an FSGI. I am taking away your privilege to drive. You will now be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what your excuse is. If I find that you drive in violation of this affidavit, I will have a contempt. I can have a contempt hearing. I can have a contempt.
Hey, some people literally don't understand how serious the court process is. And you can see he's like, yo, I'm trying to get her the benefit of the doubt. I don't like people playing in my face. She's playing in this man's face. He's giving her every opportunity. Well, she seems like she's had every opportunity, and now you just keep pushing it. Like, even in the presence of his face, he's like, for real? And even a lawyer like, look, just let him finish. Yo, she crazy.
Finish.
I'm so
please.
sorry.
Finish.
I'm a commercial driver.
Really?
Yes.
That's even worse.
Really?
That's even worse. You should have never said that. Because CDL holders are held to a higher standard than the average person.
You, if you do have a CDL,
Sorry, that is correct. correct. She does have a valid CDL.
are held to
See, I know that because I just got mine the other day, and you're held to a higher standard. Like if the legal limit is .06, ours is .03. Like that's just what it is. Like because we're expert drivers, as they would say. So her telling him that, I would have never said that. I would have just hoped that he didn't even notice that.
even higher standard because of that CDL. You now have a total of 4 open cases, one of those being this FSGI and an evading arrest in a motor vehicle.
What
I
is
am
CDL?
taking away your privilege to drive. If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine.
You're not driving no truck. That's over. Oh, he hot. He hot. She crazy, yo. No way she doing this.
I truly am at a loss with the attitude.
Okay.
Truly.
Okay.
In this case here, not only do we have an FSGI, but it's also alleged that you backed up and hit the person intentionally.
Oh my God.
Because
So,
Hey, look at the sheriff's deputies coming up closer. They like, look, she doing too much. We already know how it is. We might have to take her back sooner than later.
allegedly hungry and so now this is an affidavit, and I hope that you take it seriously, because if you don't, there will truly be disastrous consequences. Ms. Gill, I want you to understand that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my public at all costs. Do you understand?
I understand you, Your Honor.
It looked like she about to go drive a truck as soon as she get
May I
out.
make argument for a PR bond, Your Honor? She's made a bond in the felony already. And
I
even
laugh with him.
the
I
affidavit
laugh with him. He like, you serious?
to not drive. I expressed to her that that was a possibility of a bond condition. I've spoken with her. She has family members who can help her get to and from court. She's a single mother of 2 children. She has lived at this address here in Houston for the past 5 years. She lives with her mother. She lives with her younger brother. She has lived in Harris County her entire life. And she has, in these felonies, she's actually applied to be put in mental health court because
Okay. She was giving, her vibes was a little off. I don't feel like a lot of this is intentional. She definitely looks a little off.
during this incident and the felonies, she was unmedicated and she has a history of mental health diagnoses. And so, as a client of the Harris County Public Defender's Office, we have every intention of getting her treatment for those mental health issues. But she's already made a bond in the felony, and she is willing to abide by any condition that this court will impose on her. It's down to the difference between $0 and $100. And
So I appreciate your argument.
But we're
She is
denying it.
not, she's technically, you are right on bond. My feeling is that these felony courts probably do not know that she has now picked up this case yet. So I don't know what, if anything, they're going to do when they do discover this. I find, Ms. Goucher, right? Is that what, Ms. Goucher? I really appreciate your argument going to bat for her, but I think with her demeanor, her attitude, her reckless and wanton action on the road,
Can't
is
have her out
that
there.
you are a danger to the public, and your bond is now set
She
at
like, no.
1,000, and I'm going to raise it to 5 because I think that you really are a danger to the public, and your attitude shows us and tells me that, hey, I'm going to do what I want to do, and that's it. And that's always, I mean, really,
don't say anything.
How many people died this weekend on the road because of the reckless and wanton actions? You know, all we want are our streets to be safe.
You're not helping me, Your Honor. You're not helping me. I'm struggling. I'm a single mom, and I've been struggling with the courts for years already, and I'm tired.
Her lawyer like, look, I'm trying to tell her to shut up. Hey, see, this the mental part, right? I'm not laughing at that part. I'm laughing because this judge, he's like I said, he's fair, but at this moment, he's like, look, I can't. My hands is tied. This should have been something that should have been a thing in the beginning of her mental health situation. Like, shit. I'm really laughing at the lawyer because the lawyer like, lady, I'm trying to help you, but you talking isn't helping anything.
Okay, I was beat, okay, in front of my children, and I was thrown on the ground like an animal, okay, and I'm tired of this. I'm tired of all of this, okay, in front of my children. My children have trauma, okay, and I have no insurance for the medication, and I have not been on the medication. I'm trying to get the insurance to get on the medication.
Miss Gill,
Okay.
I understand that, but at some point, your actions become your own, right?
You don't understand. I'm colored. You don't understand me. You don't understand me. If I was a different color, you would. And it's true.
That's so
It's
not.
That's where I gotta disagree. I gotta disagree because watching his videos, he's given a lot of black people numerous chances that they didn't even deserve. So I can't even put it on race. This is like the one time I'm like, as much as people would like to put it on race, this, like I said, this judge is strict, but he's fair. He's giving people that caught DUIs no probable cause. And they've been black people. And all he told them was like, look, they could probably pick it up on the back end, but stay out of trouble. It's been kids, then in his court, it's giving them third, fourth chances with their parents at court. So I can't really put the whole race thing into this conversation because I've seen him give numerous chances to black people.
so true. It's so true. And you know this. You know what I'm talking about.
I call out discrimination when I see it on a daily basis, man. I don't care who it is. I don't care what color. If they're a small farm animal. I don't care. I call it when I see it. The only thing, because I don't know them. The way I get to know them is paper. And they tell me what happens in the case. And from what I see here and what has transpired here within the last 10 minutes, really?
Officer Harris did not read me my rights.
Well, I will let
They've been mishandling me like this for years already, okay? I have the right to tell you this. And I'm telling you, she did not read me my rights. She just shoved me behind the officer car. I did not get a voice to speak out anything.
Yes.
She just brought me to jail.
You guys speak about that. I'll tell you, look, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave your bond at $1,000 now, all right? I'm not gonna raise it to 5.
See?
But
Fair.
I can't continue to give you a PR
Terminated
bond.
from employment too.
Listen,
Okay.
do not drive. It's the only thing I'm asking you to do.
I'm a commercial driver.
Don't pick up a new
Yes,
case.
sir. Yes, sir.
And just, all right. Come on. Justin.
Like I said, my man fair. He said, you know what? I'm gonna show you how fair I am. And keep your bond at 1,000. He could have said, you know what? I'm doing 5. You know what? Since you interrupted me, I'm doing 10. Kept it at 1,000. Just to show you this how fair I am. Come on, man. Hey.